Assalamualaikum again. I just decided to give you a little backstory on how I got Mila. It'll be 5 years ago at the end of this month that I bought this condo that I live in now. Of course, that's long before I gave my shahada to become a Muslim. But I've always wanted a pet, and I had birds. I had birds that lived with me in my previous apartment, which I had to leave because I got tired of the crap going on there, and I didn't want to get kicked out for reporting the problems, so I decided to leave. And I couldn't find any decent rent that was cheap, that was accessible to bus routes, so I figured, well, if I have to, I'll buy a place. And so I found this condo, and the first week of November of 2004, I met a lady who came to the building, and I had called in response to an ad in the local paper, which I looked at online, and she had cats that she had to give up because her landlord, the owner of the house that she was renting, told her that she needed to cut down her cat numbers. So she wanted to give me 2 cats that she wanted to keep together, but I told her, no, I live in a condo, I can only have 1 cat, but if you have a single cat that doesn't have to be paired, I would take that one. So she came over with this little tiny black and white ball of sleeping fuzz, but at that time she was probably no bigger than a small grapefruit or a large orange, and balled up. You know how cats like to curl up so they're almost a perfect circle when they're sleeping, the way they tuck their tail under their feet and up to their nose. But that's about what size Mila was. She was only 5 weeks, and 2 weeks prior to me getting her, someone had put Frontline on the back of her neck, which is a flea and tick preventer, or a treatment, but you do not do that to a kitten that young. And I didn't think you were supposed to use that type of product till they're at least 6 months old, and that was before I even looked at a package of that. So I said, I'll take her. So I gave her some money. I told her I couldn't afford to pay her much, but I had some quarters that I'd save for laundry because I have to feed the machines in this building. Well, I did in my previous apartment too, so I was in the habit of saving quarters. So I got Mila, and she gave me some food, but it looked like an adult cat food. I couldn't tell if it was adult cat food or kitten food because it was just in a plastic bag, no label. So what I ended up doing was I mixed it with a lot of water to make it almost the consistency of oatmeal. So then I put antibiotic ointment on the back of her neck where her hair had come out from where the Frontline was put on her. So I kept that up, and that was what the lady told me that she had been doing, so I just kept that up. And then I took Mila to a vet to get her checked out. And of course, at that time I took her to the vet, she was also coughing and sneezing a lot, and it turned out she had a respiratory infection. So I got medicine for that, and I kept putting the antibiotic ointment on the sores on the back of her neck, and that started healing. So I contacted the vet later and said, for a follow-up. So I followed up and said, do I need to keep putting the ointment on the back of her neck? She said, no, the hair should grow back. And so it did, and the way you see her in the videos now, she has been like that ever since she recovered from both of those incidents, and she has been one happy cat ever since. The only thing she doesn't like is getting in the carrier. I guess she must know she's going to the vet if she gets put in the carrier, so I don't put her in there unless I absolutely have to take her out to go to the vet. But I need to get her a manicure because her nails are getting long, but I'm unemployed, I can't do that right now, so that'll have to wait for another day till after I get a job. And I'll probably wait till it's time to get her shots again, in the spring. But that's how I got Mila, and the name Mila is actually a Polish word that means cute or pretty. So I wanted a Polish name because, after all, I am a Polska. So I didn't want typical cat names. That's not the way I operate. Well, I did that with my birds too when I had birds. But after I lost my last bird, which is a lovebird that I had also rescued, I hadn't gotten any birds since, but I gave all of the birds that I had Polish names. And so that's what I did with Mila. I looked in my Polish dictionary for just the right word, and that word kind of popped up. I said, that's it. You are too cute. So that will be your name. And I think she knows it. I think she knows her name, and that's how I've got Mila, and she's owned me ever since. So enjoy her videos, and I'll be posting more. Assalamu alaikum and do widzenia. Oops, that's the azan going off, so sorry about that.